Our focus is to ensure that food is available to both the rich and the poor, to make it affordable to feed the nation. So people should expect that this year the prices of food will reduce, because that is what Two House Get Farms is committed to do.
I choose farming because I have passion for it, and farming happens to be what I think can be used to rescue majority of people that are in poverty in this part of the world.
We have started this work since when my children were small. They were following us to the farm. That's why they have interest in farming.
Though we started farming when we were young, very, very young, nevertheless, I love doing things that are practicable, things you can see that can impact life.
The vision about this farm started about 3 years ago, but specifically we started the implementation 2019. Around September 2019, that was where we started looking for the land that we are going to use. So immediately I called my parents, which they are the core team member in this particular farm, that they should help me to look for so number of hectares of land. We started with 3 hectares and we commenced fully. Year 2020, we started the full clearing of those lands. We started with maize, we started with cassava, and we have plantain, pawpaw, we have pineapple. We also made effort and leverage on the support, the COVID-19 support program that the federal government did last year, which encourages small businesses to register their products. So that has been the journey of the farm so far. Yeah, a lot of research has been done about how to run a farm, but we want to do our own independent.
We learn every day. It's a wide space where you can't say you know everything. You have to be in it. To be able to speak on 1 or 2 things, you have to learn every day.
For the past 3 years, we have been up to our tools, working, preparing lands, planting, harvesting.
The first year of our farming, we did manual labor. We used manual labor, We didn't do mechanized farming at first, so that from our books we'll be able to compare the first year with when we do manual labor and the second year when we start mechanized farming.
We also raise oil palm seedlings for those that are going into oil palm plantation.
We have fish pond too, where we rear catfish, to be precise.
As you all know, with fish, we have to hatch the eggs, and then they will be transferred into the ponds.
And we process it, smoke it, process it through the oven so that it can become a dry fish as well. First year, we were able to get out bountiful harvest of maize. We were only able to harvest maize like 3 times last year. Maize is every 3 months. But for the cassava, we planted the 419 species, and that usually take like between 9 months and 1 year. so that we can process into Gary. Well, one of our operation mode was to process whatever we planted on the farm into finished products, like the maize, like the cassava, to be processed into Gary, you know, like the plantain to be processed into plantain flour, you know. And
for your information, we have already registered our products. We have about 5 products registered with the NAFDAC that have been approved, and we have got our certificate for it.
Which are maize, cassava, plantain flour, you know, palm oil, and catfish.
And because of this, we don't want to leave any stone unturned to making sure that all our products are put into the market in quality form, so that the health of the people also can be positively affected. Any moment from now, we expect to have as many customers as possible that will be coming to buy our Gary, that will be coming to buy our fish, and cassava is made available, readily available, so that we too can reduce the price of a Gary in the market. We want to give them not ordinary Gary, we want to give them quality Gary, quality cassava that will be of an international standard.
One of the major challenges we face is the road network itself. You know, the access road from the farm down to the factory, and the stress the car has to go through. Most times, after moving the car to and fro, we have to take it to the engineer to work on all the legs. You know, and I think one of the major challenges, not just here, I think in every logistic, in every production industry, is a movement of goods from one place to another.
You know, the roads are very bad. It is not easy for us to convey our products from that farm. So we beg the government to help us to do that road that leads to Oweno Basin. There are many farmers there that they are working there. I'm happy when I see them working, but the difficulty there, how we can convey our products to the town.
You know, there was some laborers we gave money to, and they ended up not even coming to finish their work, and we had to call on some other people to come and do that same job and spending that same particular amount of money. You can imagine what you will have spent to prepare about 3 hectares of land, you know. But at the end of the day, we took it up upon ourselves, and we took full part in the business and supervised the other people, and here we are.
You know, like the fishery, you know, last year, 2020, we were faced with flood. Flood has to carry away most of our blue stocks and other smoking sites that we want to produce, even worth more than 1 million.
And a lot of fear, uncertainty, so that you won't wake up the next day and your farm has been attacked. But to the glory of God, we did not experience as such attack on farm, you know, like some other neighbors, our farmer colleagues experience in their farm, but we did not experience that.
There are some challenges that come up that it wasn't even projected, but you have to face it head on and learn from it, so that next time, you know, you face every challenge head on. So I think that is the major thing I I've learned from it.
So our expectation is that in the next 3 years, you know, we have been able to contribute such greater percentage to the GDP of this country. By when we will be starting the 3rd year of this farming, you know, by that time we will be confident enough to add more knowledge to what has been in place.
And I know through farming, many things can be done to even develop the country economically too. I mean, to rescue the state of unemployment in this country, and to also influence the area where we have our agric business, to influence them positively. The people there, as I've said, will be well employed, will be well informed about agricultural procedures. And to the extent that even we want government in the later to buy the idea.
Believe me, for like 2 years that we've started implementing our plans on the farming, we've really contributed, you know, greater employment opportunity in that particular environment, because as we speak, we have close to 80 workers working on with us, because we have like steady 6 hectares of farm. So, and it's a manual labor. You can imagine the kind of labor force that will be needed to maintain that farm from start till harvesting period. So
I think people should expect something big, not just in this environment, not just in Novamia, not just in Ondo State, not even just in Nigeria, internationally, because that is our vision. We are trying to take this thing beyond Nigeria. We are looking at exporting to other countries, you know, but we are starting from small, you know, we're starting from this small community down to those states as a whole, down to various states in Nigeria, then we move across.
You know, farming have different opportunities, either from rural to urban or from urban to international level. Very soon, I think they will know us throughout the world, that we have started to do something tangible in making agriculture a reality in this part of the world.
in the next 3 years, we are looking forward to be part of number 10, out of the number 10 most active farm in Ondo State and in Nigeria, you know, and we are hopeful that we are also going to be part of co-contributor to food security in the world.
My Almighty God to help us to improve in this agriculture so that we will be able to serve Ondo State and Nigeria as a whole. And I know my Almighty God will help me to do so. And also I'm very, very happy that I and my husband are still alive when all this has happened. So I'm still pray to my God to help me to improve this agriculture so that our name Adigun at Igbaraoke will be known to Ondo State and Nigeria in general.